Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter, very censored. I guess I'm going to get straight to the point. I really am. I haven't said these words in a super duper long time. I'm going to keep this short. I am going to keep this short. Why? Oh, why? I am in energy conserving mode. Yeah, regs, you get it. Noobs, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Whether it's a couple seconds, whether it's a minute or the full episode, or you come back and decide that you want to be a part of us. Thank you. But you're going to find out what energy conserving mode is, because I'm going to give you the Vince's notes. It ain't nothing serious. It ain't nothing new. And it's definitely not a misspeak. It is conserving energy because something kept me up late at night. And this has been keeping me up late at night for quite a while. I thought it was just going to be one or so days, but this turned into a full-blown problem that I need to figure out and solve. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels and seems like it's every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way because we got this special, unique bond. Sharing is caring with caveats. Sharing is caring with certain things. And we care a whole lot, but we don't know what to call this. But that's okay because somebody's going to figure it out. 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade, 1 century, 1 millennia. Somebody's going to figure it out in some time frame to what to call this. And we're going to retroactively say that's what it always been. That's what it always will be. And that's what it is. That's what it is. But we don't need that because we know how special and truly genuine and unique this is. Yeah, we do. But we don't need words to describe it. And that's also, I don't need words to describe and give a SO to my nonverbal communicating peeps. That's for everyone else. Me and the nonverbal peeps, we communicate nonverbally. I ain't had to say a word. But this is to let you know what level you have to get to, what level you have to make it and become. You can take your time. You can ask for help. Or you can just take the leap of faith and hopefully you land on your 2 feet. And hopefully you land on your 2 feet. I'm in energy conserving mode. Yeah, I am, because there's been a couple of restless occasions where I've been pondering. I've been thinking really hard about this because this is the longest I've ever continuously do something. I'm not going to say do something that I do not want to do, but do something and it turns into a routine. It turns into something habitual. It turns into something that requires attention. That's a little bit of work. Correction, a lot of work. And I ain't used to this. I'm not used to this because this was supposed to be a couple month kind of thing. A couple months turned into a year. Then I just went ahead and just ended the year. And then I started back again. Then I ended again. Then I started back again. And then it's been continuously for almost 2 years now. It's been continuously for almost 2 years now. And I'm distraught. I ain't getting no sleep. I'm staying up. I'm pondering. I'm walking around in circles. I'm in complete darkness, wondering what I should do, how I should go about doing this. Regs, you know me, and that's the you know ha ha and not the you know he. I like the new. I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. That just gets boredom. The monotony of the matter just makes no sense for me and on any level. how ever bird-like voice. However, I've been doing this for a while, and I think it needs to end. I think it needs to stop. I tried quitting, I tried stopping, and then to only just let it happen again and fall in the trap once again. This is not something that requires me to take steps. This isn't something that requires me to admit anything. This is just something that requires me to have a little bit of direction, have a little bit of structure, have a little bit of foresight of where I would want to end up, where I would like to go. How does the end game look? How does the end game look? And what am I doing it for? What it's all about. There's so many questions. There's so many answers that could fit those questions. IDK. I don't know. And that's a main reason while I'm in energy conserving mode. The main reason while I got these restless nights. The main reason why I'm wakey when I'm supposed to be sleepy. And that is, and I mentioned this before, this ain't new. So you already know nonverbal communicating peeps, because that's how we do this. We just communicate on verbal or nonverbal cues. Regs, when I mention it, you will know, because this isn't nothing new. In fact, I was going through this same dilemma the other time. You can go back and review the historical documents. You can go back and review the historical documents. It is the noobs that's going to have to be clued in. It is the noobs that's going to have to put the pieces of the puzzle together. It is the noobs who I really and truly want their advice or what to know what's on their mind, or how they feeling, or how they thinking. But this is still a no judge zone. It's still a no judge zone. However, I am open for input. I'm open for input. And it is basically, I don't know how long I want to keep the beard. I don't know how long I want to maintain the beard. This is something that just started out because Movember. This is something that just started out because, during a certain season, you just let it grow and grow and grow. But letting it grow, you got to maintain it. You got to cut it. You got to brush it. You got to comb it. You got to do so much to it. It's another level of maintenance. And another reason why I say I know I'm high maintenance, because there's certain things that I just never done before that I have to do. And then doing these things require time. Doing these things require a little TLC, tender love and care. Doing these things require you to be at your best and doing it your best. So I can't just wake up and just not comb the beard. I just can't wake up and just go and just let the beard just free flow, because that ain't a good look. It don't feel good, because by midday, or if I'm out and about, my fingers are going through the beard and just pulling and doing all sorts of things, because it just doesn't feel right. I can get that time back. I can utilize that time to do something else. I can be more efficient in something else. In fact, I've been doing this beard thing for a long time. It is time for a new look. It is time to go to an old look. It is time to try something else out, right? This is just add on to my high maintenance. With all of those questions, with all of those thoughts, with all of those feelings just rolling around, it is hard to go to sleep at night, because when I'm sleeping, next thing I know, I'm thinking about my beard. When I'm sleeping, next thing I know, I'm thinking about how I'm going to continue to maintain this. When I'm sleeping, next thing I know, I'm thinking about when I get up, I'm going to have to comb it. When I get up, I'm going to have to brush it before I walk out the door. When I get up, I'm going to have to pay it some attention, because if I don't, I'm not going to like it in the long run, or at some point in the day, because I'm just going to look at it and I'm going to be like, I ain't signed up for this. I ain't signed up for this. And those questions, that TLC that's been put into this. It's kind of hard to just break that because now it's habitual. Now it's just a part of the day. Now it's just a part of just doing all the other things, the self-care, doing all the other things with the high maintenance, doing all the other things and making sure that I'm leveled up to a certain degree because that's who I am. I just have a certain standard. I don't slip and fall below because why? Standards for a reason. You set bars and you want goals for a reason. You just don't go living through life and just lackadaisical or not focused on anything. But you can do that. That's you, not me. I would lose my mind. I would not be able to concentrate or focus on anything because my mind will be running and racing all over the place with no structure, with no goal, with nothing to achieve, with nothing to try to be better than my former self. Hey, you're talking to, or hey, you're listening to a former perfectionist. So if you give a former reformed perfectionist nothing to push back on that natural instinct to be 100, that natural instinct to be perfect. And there's no structure. There's nothing built in. There's no gamifying the system where it's not necessarily being perfect, but it's just something to being better, something to going to another level. Yeah, that will put me in a dog place where I ain't trying to go anymore. That will put me back in a situation where it took me a long time to get out the situation because I didn't have the right tools in the tool bag. I didn't know how to do what I needed to do. I didn't know me to a certain level, but now I do. I ain't trying to go back to that. I ain't trying to live that life. I ain't trying to be the one that's always correcting you and telling you when you wrong and saying that my way is the best way because why not? Why not? Trust me, you don't want that either. You don't want that either. Because now I just say you don't want that either. When the present me would say you don't want that either or you don't want that either. You pick, you choose. I'm just the narrator. It ain't going to be none of that no more. It ain't going to be no choices. It's going to be my way or the highway because my way is 100. My way is perfection. My way is the best way. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for that either. I don't want to be alone. Not in that sense. Cause, friends not going to put up with that. Associates not going to put up with that. You ain't going to put up with that. I got historical records, historical documents, data, all sorts of stuff that's in my mind's eye that I can just put in and press play and just revisit and review all of that. So I ain't trying to go back to that. No, I'm not. That's why I got the structure. That's why I need the goals. That's why I need to be striving and pushing to something. Because if that wasn't the case, that is bad for everyone. Especially everyone that's not me. Everyone that's not me. And so this little faux pas or this little mishaps, this little thing that's keeping me up multiple nights with the beard is something I'm gonna have to get my grip on, something that I'm gonna have to find out, something that I'm gonna have to figure out. First things first, I'm setting a time limit. Goals. Getting goals accomplished. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website at xtra.vdgsports.com. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, basically all things Vince. There is a YouTube as well. Yeah, there's a YouTube as well. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must, comment if you want to. Do it. Noobs or noob that's still here. Thanks. I hope thanks. Regs, I ain't going to give it to you. I ain't going to even pretend to give it to you. I'm just going to say, I'm out.